ain't live, it ain't.
If it ain't live, it ain't you. What's that, a new song or something?
I said if it ain't live,
I heard that
it
part
ain't
of it.
me.
I'm not deaf.
If it ain't live, it ain't me.
Just saying anything.
I ain't saying anything.
Peace and many blessings, family, and welcome to the Spiritual Vault. I am WUNAM, a.k.a. Nikki Love, your African indigenous traditional healer.
And I am Brother ADINKRA, your African indigenous traditional healer. How y'all doing tonight, fam?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Jaleesa. How are you, Jaleesa? Know all is well. How are you?
Peace and many blessings, family.
What's going on in your neck of the woods, Jaleesa? And how's your mother? How's your mother doing? Tell us how your mother is. Hey, YouTube. What's going on, YouTube? Know all is well. How you been? Y'all miss us? Y'all miss us? We're going to have a good show tonight. And I know this show is probably going to bring some of the brothers out. I know this show is probably going to get the brothers to start talking junk. I know this show is going to be like, what y'all mean about be careful of the feminine energy, but I'm telling you what I know. Hey, Grayson. How you doing? Hey, Ken. Thank you for the donation today. Y'all caught me off guard. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was caught off guard. I want to thank one of our trainees initiate, YB. He loves me. I'm a spiritual mother. So, he called me today. He's still in the hotel. I said, yeah, you ain't got no business still in the hotel. We all need to come together and help out. Da, 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 da. I said, okay. I hear you talking, right? So, next thing I know, I'm getting cha-ching-ching. All of a sudden, everybody's donating, to help out. I appreciate it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Real talk. They're price gouging out here. They're doing too goddamn much. Too much. I mean, Georgia was supposed to be a cheap place. You think you back in goddamn New York or California somewhere, charging $1,700 to $2,000 for a goddamn apartment. They done lost their fucking minds. I'm saying it just like that. They lost their fucking minds. It's ridiculous that these people are price gouging and taking advantage of people who are dealing with situations. Now, I was just reading an article before we came on here, family, and the article was talking about how the moratorium has been ended. And what's happening is people are getting evicted. And this not a joke out here, y'all. It's real. It's real. So now you're talking about, what do you call that when they have how you call it when everything goes down, food runs out? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Food shortages.
Not just food shortages. What do y'all call that? Inflation. Right? So now
that's when prices go up.
The prices are up for goddamn apartments. Who the hell's gonna pay $2,500 for a 2-bedroom apartment?
That's the penalty for
you gotta literally
not paying.
Not paying my ass. That's being greedy.
That's the penalty for not paying.
That's being goddamn greedy.
That's the penalty for not paying.
Penalty my ass. They being greedy.
I'm telling you, that's their way of getting back. They getting their money back from people not paying during the
Well, guess what? They're gonna have a
COVID.
more problem on their hands because at the end of the day, people are going to be homeless and they're going to be responsible for them. That's what's going to happen. Because I just read the article that said people are getting evicted. So now you're going to have the hotels filled up. You're going to have the shelters filled up. It's getting crazy, y'all. How the hell you charging that much for a 2-bedroom apartment? It's just ridiculous. I mean, they're just price gouging. And then you got to pay equal the deposit for equal the rent. I said, Lord, anybody got no goddamn $4,000 or $5,000? Yeah. Grayson, you ain't never lying. Economic collapse. And let me tell you something right now. It's going to backfire on their asses. Because look, let's talk about it. The landlord's evicting people. I know you got to keep up your mortgage and you want to make your investment. But we're in a time right now where karma's a bitch. Okay? If you've been greedy, if you've been overcharging people, if you've been taking advantage of people that don't have a lot of money, you got millions of dollars in your pocket, you got a lot of money, guess what? Guess what, y'all? Guess what? Your time is up. Because now you're going to be sure. Remember, there's a quote in your Bible that says the rich shall become poor and the poor shall become rich. Remember that. That's really an African proverb. So, with saying that, what's happening is getting ready to switch. You see your greedy ass billionaires, greedy ass mother effers that have all the goddamn money and don't want to share. Y'all got enough money to give everybody in the world $1 million goddamn dollars, but y'all want to suck it up your goddamn nose and suck it up all over the place, having houses and all this shit, having all the money in the world, while you got starving mothers and children, starving people. It's about to change. Y'all about to be stripped of your money. Don't say I didn't tell you so. So that quote in the Bible is real. The rich shall become poor, and the poor shall become rich. Now, let me say something, poor people. Let me say something, and I don't like to use the word poor because we ain't goddamn poor. We got breath and air, but for the sake of, the show and stuff like that, okay? What that really means is that the poor shall become rich in spirit, okay? Rich in spirit, meaning that you will get monetary gain because these greedy ass hell billionaires and millionaires don't want to share their goddamn money, but that's why they're going to be stripped away from it. As well as you gain spiritual power. Along with that spiritual power, okay, you will be able to manifest anything you want to manifest in your life.
Sure.
So, whereas in the past, the billionaires, some of them was given to it on a silver spoon, handed down from family to family to family. Some of them work hard, like the Oprahs and the, who else? The Jay-Z's and the Beyoncé's.
Some of them was big-time drug dealers like the Kennedys.
Right, you know what I mean? So you have these
liquor
people who have money. They're about to be stripped naked because they've been greedy. They are being judged. And what we do not know is that there's a lot of these gods and goddesses that are here judging right now. Ampu being one of them. Mm-hmm. The ancient ones have risen and come back, right? So let me tell y'all this. Y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. Y'all think you're bad kicking people out? You don't. Let me tell y'all this. In Africa, back home in Africa, you don't see homelessness. Nobody is homeless. You take them in your house and you take care of them. They become a part of the village, but you don't see homelessness in Africa. So now y'all want to kick people out. People lost their jobs. You have mothers that had to stop working because they had to stay home with their children. Because remember, the kids were getting homeschooled. So now you have children that were being homeschooled. The mothers had to leave their jobs. Let me tell y'all something. This is not a joke. This is not a goddamn game. And at the end of the day, now they want to evict these people. And they're thinking about the children. I'm telling y'all, they're being judged. They're being judged. They're being judged. And they shall be stripped of their money and their finances. Because of the things that they have are allowing to be done, such as allowing people to be homeless with children. Watch what I tell y'all.
Talib Soul, greetings, family. And DeCara, we love you guys.
Hey, family.
Aset Ramesses says greetings.
Greetings. Aset Ramesses. Thank you, Indicara, for the beautiful donation. As I was telling Ken earlier, YB, he's my spiritual son. And, we happen to be having a conversation today. He threw me all off guard when y'all was cha-ching-ching and donating through this PayPal. I'm like, what the hell is going on? He's like, no, you should have been out of them hotels after that fire. You should have been, and then I was like, wow, I really appreciate y'all and I thank y'all. He was like, you always, doing stuff for people, getting donations, clothes for kids, families, mothers, and all. And we need to help y'all and come together to help y'all and get out them hotels. It is what it is. Right now, what we're seeing is the economy, okay, doing what it does best, taking advantage of the poor. I'm not saying we're poor. Don't get it confused because we're not.
It's the American way.
It's the American way. But the American way is about to be stripped of what they thought they had. As you all know, we're being judged. And all the world leaders are around. They're watching. But if y'all want to know something else, all of this stuff that's going on, they better be careful because China's about to hack these goddamn computers on another level.
Shit, they've been hacking them. That's why
They're
they've been
getting ready to
crashing.
hack it on another level.
Yep.
And like I said, in your Bible it says, the rich shall be poor and the poor shall be rich. And the poor will become rich in righteousness and spirituality. And we will win in the end. So we thought last year was the year. This year will be the year. They will begin to slowly but surely be stripped of their finances because they have enough to share with every human being on this earth. But they chose to be greedy and ride around in their yachts and their fancy cars and their fancy houses and all the things that you see these people have. But they're about to be stripped of it. Some of them didn't get it in such righteous ways.
Yep.
And they will see. Grayson says everything will collapse. The new Babylon. Exactly.
And DeCara says, so true. You guys have always been there for me.
You know, I'm going to tell you like this. We're coming into a time right now, temporarily, we're going to have to help each other.
Mm-hmm.
Families are going to have to come together. And my fellow black people, my sisters and brothers, if you do not get it together, and I'm talking about American ones. Because I noticed my Jamaican sisters and brothers, my Haitian sisters and brothers, my Hispanic sisters and brothers, my African sisters and brothers from Africa, they know how to reside in a household together. Yeah. American brothers and sisters, we don't. We don't know how to work together. We get in the house and we want to fight. Nobody want to pay the bills. This one fighting over who should pay the light bill. This one's fighting over whether we ain't got money. This one fighting over. Look, shut the hell up and work together so we can all, you understand, make something, right? So we're saying that, family. Black folks in America, you better get it together. Get it together because it's a time now where you're going to be forced to get in the house and work together. And it's going to be temporarily. It's going to be temporarily so everybody can get back on track and on balance. You will not be renting anymore. You'll be buying houses.
Yep.
Okay? Now, the people who have lots and lots of money will be stripped of their money too. Okay? So get ready. Don't say I didn't tell y'all. Don't say I didn't tell you. But right now, you're getting ready to see a little bit of chaos go on. People losing their homes, more homelessness, women with children, people, families homeless. Right now, what y'all don't know, there's a lot of families that are homeless.
Yeah.
A lot of families that are homeless. And they're homeless, some of them because they didn't pay bills, some of them because they couldn't afford it no more because they lost their jobs, and this is what they're not looking at. Mothers who couldn't, you know what I mean, go to work because of their children. What'd you say about that?
Some of them just went through things. Some
Right.
of them just went through.
But see, there's no way in this place called goddamn America who has a lot of your money that there should be homelessness. Any children or child or mother or family should never be homeless.
Yeah. Or going without food.
Right, without food. Well, no. But see, that's the good thing, y'all. Because I know some of y'all are getting them food stamps, thousands of dollar food stamps, ain't you? So you're getting food, but what the hell how you gonna cook the goddamn food? How you gonna cook the food? You got all the food stamps in the world, but you can't cook the goddamn food. You're gonna be eating fucking turkey dinners and microwave pot pies for the rest of the time while you in the street. And where you gonna warm up the food at? They're giving y'all food stamps now, but what about a goddamn roof over your head?
Yeah.
Grayson, you ain't never like everybody's going through something. But at the end of the day, yeah, they'll give you food all day. Oh, yeah, you get some food to cook the goddamn food at. If you ain't got nowhere to cook it, you gonna cook it on top of the damn windshield of your car and let the sun cook it? That's what you gonna do?
I know you can make that shit hot like that because I done it.
And Grayson,
I've warmed up food like that and it was hot like it came out of an oven.
well, don't get it confused now. You know, black people, we gonna make a way. Because I remember one time the lights went out. We had some storms and the light went out. I got some candles. Y'all know the little the metal plant holders you have, right? Shit. Who didn't cook some goddamn oodles and noodles? I got 5 of them little candles, put them up in that little thing, put the pot in there, put some water in there, and boiled up some water. You're goddamn right. I made a makeshift goddamn stove. So, you know, one thing about us, we gonna make a way. We gonna find a way. But this situation is going to force us people, us black people, to have to come together for real, for For real. Ain't no 5 levels of black folks in America no more. And what I mean, you got the boule up here, you got the boules and the Oprahs and the people with the money, Steve Harvey's and all them with the money. You got the ones middle class right here, then you got the ones down here in the hood, and you got the ones way down here. Not no more. Y'all gonna be coming together. They gonna merge us together. Even if they gotta strip the Oprahs and the Steve Harveys of their money, they're gonna bring us together. We're gonna be forced to come together.
Well, Steve Harvey knows something. He took his ass to Africa.
Shit, they better.
He took
They
his ass
better.
to Ghana.
Hey, Tafani. I grilled through. You doggone right. Grilled quick and fast. And we had that happen one time too. I cooked some rice on the grill. I put I took some fish, put them in foil, on the grill, cooked the rice on the grill and the beans because it gets hot just like a pan. And it was a good old goddamn grilled meal that we ate. All right, family. So listen. I want to say this. Tonight the topic is, Brother Dinkra.
Be careful not to offend the feminine energy. And you know, it's a very good topic because spiritually, a lot can happen to people who offend the feminine energy. There's so much so that in African cultures, especially in the indigenous African cultures, they take that very very seriously. To the point where they even have sayings about that. There's in the Yoruba tribe have a Odu where they speak of they say it is not good to make an enemy of a woman. So
As water is not your enemy, a woman should not be your enemy.
yeah, is you're not to make water your enemy. You're not to make a woman your enemy also. Something like that. But
And what that means, family, is that the feminine energy, the divine feminine energy, is more powerful than you even know.
yeah.
And I think might be a little bit more. I remember we did a show like this, almost like this one time, and we were talking about it, and the brothers was getting mad. It was about...
Nah, you was teaching the class, remember?
What?
Remember we was teaching the class? You was teaching the class on
Divine feminine energy rising?
Rituals, the women and all of this, and some people,
Well,
some of the brothers got offended.
They got
too. They was
offended.
Like
The brothers got offended, y'all. Oh, women are more powerful than men? What you think? Ladies, what y'all
you
think?
can't, a man, you gotta realize, man, we have to realize that we came out of a woman.
And don't get it confused. So why would she not be more powerful? We're talking about not physically. Because once you have a boy child, he grows up, he's physically stronger than women. But spiritually, a woman will tear you to goddamn shreds. Just with her mouth alone.
I've seen women do it. I've seen women that don't even know they got spiritual power. They'll just tell a dude. They'll tell him, nothing's gonna go right for you till you do right by me, and their life will just start falling apart. And then some women, it's like you could just see it when they have a strong man and he has all this confidence, but then you have a woman with a fiery mouth, and she could just like them just going back and forth, nothing really physical or really threatening, but as time goes on, she could just wear on him, and just her energy alone could just drain his energy. And then you got some women that can give him so much life where he's way down here and she build him all the way up just by her words. So you can see it go vice versa. You can see it be positive, and then you can see the negative effect of it.
And Grayson, you ain't never lying. Right now, the reason we did this show, because the divine feminine energy needs to push through right now. And it has to push through in a big ways because there's so much going on physically. The pedophilia, the people that are dealing with, all of this stuff that's going on with the homelessness and losing their homes and losing their jobs. Right now, more than anything, we need that divine feminine energy to rise up, because we have to bring the balance back, okay? And this is where Ampu comes in. What?
Brother Patai Hotep says it's like playing chess. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board.
That's right.
But the game is over once the king is captured. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Once the king is captured, the game is over. I like that, Brother Batar. And it's so true. But what's even more true now, it's not even about ego. It's not about ego as far as the divine feminine energy rising. It's important because we need the energy of the women who are mostly connected to Mother Earth. We need the energy of the women to rise up so we can bring the balance back. Now, we did shows about this years ago. I think I did a show 5 years ago on Blog Talk Radio talking about the divine feminine energy was rising at that time. And it was to bring the balance back. So what this means is just not for women to rise up, is also to bring out the, and not to be making men effeminized, but the sensitive side of men, that femininity of the men, so we can bring the balance back. Because over the years, what was it? Nothing but chaos, wars, testosterone flying all over the goddamn place. This country want to fight this country, this going on, that going on. So it was so much that was going on. Enough is enough. Look at under the law of man. Pedophilia, children being molested. Not to say that there wasn't some women involved. Because there was, and they're being punished too. They're being punished too.
Yeah,
One of the clients said something today, right?
Which one?
What you say? Something about Beyonce and Jay-Z being dead, y'all?
Oh, yeah. You know.
They said,
Yeah,
I don't know how true this stuff is. I don't get caught up in conspiracy theories, y'all. But one of the clients said today, one of our brothers, he said that something about Jay-Z and Beyonce was killed for child pedophilia.
Trafficking.
Trafficking children.
Saying they was caught up in the...
And they was caught up in that stuff, and they got their clones of them now.
I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, me either.
Not that I read it, but I don't know.
See, we gotta be careful.
Stuff like that, I don't tend to pay attention to, especially if it's tearing black people down. Now, don't get me wrong, black people participate in that, could have participated in it, but it's not going to be on a high scale level of it like we would see the other way around. And like you said, there was women involved in that. Women had to be involved because just the woman energy alone to shut that down if they caught it.
She better be. You know what? All I'm gonna say is like this, sisters. They lucky it couldn't have been me. Because if I caught a woman ever having sex with a child or participating in an innocent child's life, okay? Right? Guess what? It would be a done deal for her. Now, I don't do evil at all. I don't like it because that's why they call me Nikki Love. Nikki Love, Nicole Love is my middle name. But let me tell you this. I'm all about love, but mess with a child and you going to see Nikki Love turn into Sekhmet. Sekhmet, Queen and Zinga, and every goddamn thing else. Off with your goddamn head. So any woman that does not have a heart, and what you know what Spirit just showed me, y'all? A lot of these women didn't have no children. A lot of these women, I could be wrong, but I see that some of these women that have just they don't have compassion for children. Mm-hmm. Although lately we got black women killing kids too, because there was a girl on DJ Ghost page and she killed her daughter and her son. Lost her mind. Got a demon straight in her. See women like that, off with your goddamn head. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry. Off with your head, throw you to the goddamn lions. Because you should have compassion for children. But some of these women didn't have children, so that's why they were so easy. But then some of them was greedy for money. They was getting paid. You see? So they're paying people to do this shit.
Well, you can only get away with that for so long. Look how long Epstein got away with it, and then he finally got caught. Because he got away with it 30 years, and I feel like he got away with it longer than that, you know?
Well, I don't know how true it is, but he said, one of the brothers said that Beyonce and Jay-Z got killed because of that. So I don't know. All I know is that you don't do that. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Akemi. All right, y'all. Y'all want to ask some questions? Now, the show, again, is about the importance of not offending the divine feminine energy, because right now that energy is pushing through. And you have to be careful because this energy is needed to bring back the balance to Earth. You understand? To get rid of all of that testosterone, all this stuff with wars and greed and money and chaos and all the shit that they're doing. That energy has to come back. It has to come back because the Earth is going through a transformation, and so are we, and so is the cosmos. And things have to be changed. there's a lot of changes that have to be made. And you want to be very, very careful offending any feminine energy. I don't care who she is, what she is, white, black, yellow, green, purple. Do not make the mistake of offending her. Because if you do, and she opens her mouth to say something to you, I feel sorry for you.
Some women don't have to say it. Some women could think
it. Okay?
Yeah, I've seen women just get mad at a person and just mad at men, and it just ruin their whole
life.
They just get mad at them and just ruin them, just like.
And I had a client out of older client, one of our elders. She called and she wanted some rituals done because she had 3 sons, and 2 of her sons disrespected her. One of them disrespected her. And he was very disrespectful. She said he was all up in her face.
Yeah, like he gonna hit her or something.
Almost like he was gonna hit her. This is a 65-year-old woman. Now, some brothers will fight and say, well, you don't know what my mother put me through. My mother did blah, 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 whatever it is. If you ever lift your hand to hit your mother, or even get in your mother's face, that's an ancestral law you'll be punished for. A whipping that you don't want to come across. Because if your mother opens her mouth, or if she strips open her shirt, or she pats her vagina, I feel sorry for you. That's the power of the divine feminine energy. Your mother has the power to curse you. So she called and she said, could you do a ritual to bring my son back? I love my sons. And she looked, y'all, she real country. I love my sons, She was like, and my sons, we ain't never had no problems. That one took care of me. He did this for me. He did that for me. And you know what? He always took care of me. But he with them girls down there, and them girls or whatever she was like, and now I want them broke up. I want you to break them up. I want you to tear them apart. Because my son never disrespected me like that until this woman came along. It's the woman now, y'all. Now, I'm not one to get in the mix of one-ship. We don't know why the ancestors put them together. But I'm one to say, you know what? Don't ever disrespect your mother. So now I'm going to have to do the work because you're going to respect your mother. Because your mother, when she told me the story of how she took care of them, she was a single mother. She was abused. She told us the story about the man she was with that was abusing her, would beat her up and be jealous if a man would look at her and beat her up because the man was looking at her.
If a man said, how you doing?
He would beat her up.
Yeah.
So, this woman had been through some things, and if she was a single mother, she's raising her kid. How dare you in your black life think that you're going to stand in your mother's face and you think you're going to talk to your mother anyway or disrespect your mother that took you and raised you? It's a lost your goddamn black mind. You damn right. I'll curse your ass all day long. Because that woman brought you out of her vagina. That woman is the one who provided for you when your daddies didn't provide for you. And I'm sure there's a lot of black women who could identify with this story because it's not different than any other woman. It's just a different face in a different place. And a lot of women can identify this. So how dare you think any man boy, child, who thinks they will stand up in their mother's face and disrespect her, you better be careful because let me tell you something. Your mother has the power in her mouth, in her breast, and in her vagina to curse you. And you can't undo it. And not another woman can undo it. You know why? Because you came out of your mother's vagina. So be very careful of offending the feminine energy, especially your mother or your mama, as y'all say. Brothers with your women, be very careful of making them cry. Because if she drops one tear, your whole world is coming down.
We've seen it in certain, I've told this story before, but, the guy, he was talking, it was a Yoruba priest, he was talking about they had a case with this guy. He was cheating on his wife. His wife found out, he said, I'm going to leave you. He left her, but the wife was so distraught. She was just crying and crying, wouldn't stop crying. And she was just so hurt over him leaving. And then like a week or two later, the guy just dropped dead. And when they read it, they seen that the woman had witch energy, and she was a Christian woman, Bible, and she was in Africa, but she didn't do any spiritual work. She was just a Bible thumping Christian, and she was so distraught over him leaving her that the energy and the sadness of that took that man's life. And so, like, a lot of this stuff is real. People don't believe that, but a lot of this stuff is real.
That's right. Did you know anything about the leader all over the world had a big meeting in Georgia? Really? I didn't know that. When did they have a big meeting in Georgia? Because the last one that I seen spiritually now, it was in Antarctica. In Antarctica, where I seen them all coming together and they had a meeting. Nope, so I didn't hear about that. When was it, though? Tell me when it was. Questions, family. YouTube, you got questions? Facebook, you got questions? While y'all got us on here, ask your questions. I'm drinking two things, y'all. I'm drinking hot. I'm drinking coffee and orange juice. So I got to drink hot and cold. Yep. So I'll give Nanny some chips over there. Any questions, y'all? Let me see. Odu that says don't make this and Odu turn.
Nobody's talking about that.
Okay. It's like playing. All right, family. Well, come on. Y'all quiet tonight? Y'all tired? You sleepy or something? Did we come on too late? We started to come on early, but we had to get an offering to our gods, our goddesses.
And somebody called us right before.
Oh
we
yeah,
got
and then
on.
we had two readings. No, I said some chips.
We was coming on at 10 right before we got
Some
ready to
chips,
get on. Somebody called us and she had to talk to them.
Yeah, yep. I had to talk, and then
was
the honey
emergency.
barbecue. Oh, you want the cheese one? Is that okay? Okay. So give me. So I had to. Before that, I was talking to another woman, a friend of mine. That called for my advice, and then right after I got off the phone with her. Here, I was talking to another one of. I say she's my little sister. Get off my phone. Thank you, sir. Okay. Say she was my little sister, but and it's, that's what we're here for. That's what we came to do, to counsel and help people. So I'm good. I was good with it. Hey, Kyle, how you doing? All right, family. So we're gonna let you ask some questions. Do you want to know anything about the fine? Why is it? Do you want to ask questions about the feminine energy? Why shouldn't you offend it? Brothers, how do you feel about that? What's your thoughts about that? Come on with the questions. Otherwise, we get off of here. I'm gonna eat food for wait for your answer.
Any questions, family, on YouTube?
YouTube, any questions y'all got? Okay, I'm going to take 3 right behind you, Cammy. That's okay. Don't take them with aspirin, though. Don't take no more aspirin if you took 3.
Wow, what'd that do?
It'll thin it out your blood too much.
Oh.
Garlic thins out your blood already,
Yeah.
so if you take aspirin with that, it's going to thin out your blood. If you got sticky blood, you keep aspirin and garlic on hand. Will this COVID stuff lighten up in 2022? What you think, Brother Dinkra?
What was the question? Oh, will it lighten up? Yeah. It's going to lighten up. It's to me, I don't know. It feel like it's lighting up now. Like they talking about it, but it's not. Like, I'm not hearing about all these people dying of COVID like I was when it first happened. Because people kind of got smart and stopped going to the hospital. They start trying to fight that. They start getting stacked, fighting it at home.
I think I'm thinking by early spring of next year, it's going to be weeded out. But y'all remember what I told y'all, right?
Talib Soul says he love and embrace the feminine energy.
Talib, Ashe, Toimu. Now watch this. I feel like that's going to be the new word for the cold or the flu. It's COVID. So if you got COVID, just picture it as the flu. Okay?
But the what they call it?
What's your Omicron? Omicron.
What virus they call the COVID? What kind of what virus is it's a part of? What virus? I can't think of what it's called.
What, the coronavirus?
Yeah, the coronavirus has been around for hundreds and thousands of years. They claim they discovered the first coronavirus in the 60s, but I don't believe that's the case. That it's been around for a long time.
Kyle, what's your symptoms? Tell me every symptom you got. Every symptom you got. You got the RNA virus? All right, y'all, what questions we got?
Peso says, Nikki, is it wrong for me to want to be with 3 women, but at the same time... Wait, okay.
No, read it, because I got some words for Peso. Go ahead.
At the same time, but want to be a benefit to them. Not a relationship, though. He just want to be with them, you know.
Peso. Who the hell you think you are? You think you a goddamn king? Sitting on a goddamn throne? Who you think you are? You want to have 3 women, and you don't want to be with neither one of them, but you want to have 3 and do what the hell you want to do. Go ahead. I'm going to tell you like that. Go ahead. Because next time, all right, you come back on here, right? Next time we see you, go ahead. Get them 3 women. You ain't going to be calling yourself goddamn Peso. You will not be calling yourself Peso. You're going to be calling yourself goddamn olive oil from Popeye. Because they're going to suck you so goddamn dry, you're going to be skinny just like olive oil on Popeye. Your ass is going to get sucked out of all your energy. Go ahead. Y'all men think y'all bad.
He said that's what he want.
You don't want
No, I'm just kidding. He say that.
I'm just saying, y'all men think y'all bad. Oh, I can have this woman. I can have that woman. I can have more than one woman. Y'all can't handle one goddamn woman, black woman, never mind 3. Shut up with that bullshit. Y'all get on my nerves with that. Oh, can I have 3 women? You can't handle 1. You start going crazy with, oh, she's mad at me. She cursing me out. I can't deal with her. She's a goddamn nag. Da, da, da.
Yeah,
Go ahead and get 3 if you want to.
Talib So says, leave him alone, Nikki. Leave them alone. Laugh out loud.
No, Talib, because they think they're all bad. Trying to have, oh, can I have 3 women? Can I have 3 husbands? Because there is a such thing as polyandry. Right? I got have 3 husbands?
You can have as many as you want, but I ain't going to be with you. You got 3 husbands.
I'm just, you got to
solo.
Yeah, okay.
For Dolo.
All I'm saying is I don't care for 3 husbands. I ain't trying to deal with 3 husbands. At the end of the day, and you can't have 3 wives either, so shut the hell up.
Hey, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with not having 3 wives.
All right, I'm cool with not having 3 husbands. I'm just saying.
I'll be like, who
saying.
night is it tonight, bro?
Excuse me?
I don't want to be like, who night is it tonight, bro?
All I'm saying is at the end of the day, in this time, it ain't working. And y'all could say, what's in the Bible? The Muslims do it. Da, 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 da. I don't want to hear that bullshit either. Because I heard that some of them too, they couldn't do it. The women fighting, this one ain't getting what this one getting. You drain, looking like a goddamn string being dried up raisin because your energy been sucked dry. You can't work because you're so goddamn tired for trying to please this Sally, Kim, and May over there. Get the hell out of here with that. Let me tell y'all something. Sit down with that bullshit, Peso. I don't want to see you dry up like a raisin. So have 1 woman and be satisfied, okay?
He said that's true, Nikki. Laugh out loud.
I told y'all about the man years ago. He thought he was all bad. It's a real story, y'all. And he was in New York. And he slept with like 4 women that day. He got so drained and so sick he had to go to the emergency room. Real story.
There's a guy in Africa too. I think about 2 or 3 years ago. They say he was trying to see how many women he could sleep with, and he slept with 6 women that day, and he died.
Yep, I heard that story too. He ended up dying.
Because
now y'all mess with the feminine energy if you want to. Goddamn it.
When they say that messing with your life force, that's true. That's real.
They will suck your life force right out of your body.
But let me ask you this. Could he possibly have gotten away with it if he practiced semen retention?
Nope. Ain't got shit to do with semen retention. He wouldn't have got away with it because of the simple fact he had 6 women. 6 women. 1 woman can drain your energy or she can give you energy. 6 women is going to drain you vitally dry. He died because of that. Trying to do shit he ain't got no business doing.
Peso, so you got my stomach hurting.
Ken Abram, what you laughing at? You know that's not flying around here.
Oh, damn, Ken.
Ken, you
You
better
got,
sit your ass still. You heard what you said now,
you
right?
got your woman put you on Front Street, man.
Let me tell you, Ken, let me say this to you. These honey barbecue chips taste real good, y'all, right about now. So, 2022 is going to be a better year. In the beginning, January, February, it's still going to seem like it's a little slow and people poor. But beginning, when Rob begins to shine his light for sure and it starts getting warm, we're going to see it take off. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so. The businesses, the money's going to start flowing again. Watch. Y'all will see. Y'all will see. Yeah, ain't no woman going for that nowadays anyway, goddamn. Ain't nobody going for that. Both of the women be fighting. You know, I don't it's my turn to sleep with him. I don't get out of here.
Pata said the first woman will determine if any additional woman would be added to the one ship. It's not the man's decision. Pick the wrong woman and you're in trouble, player. I don't know. You know, I seen these young boys, these rappers be having are marrying 3 wives now. Like what's his name? The
Who?
boy, the one from Memphis. Not Young Dolph. What's his name? Chopper NLE. He got 3 wives.
Yeah, all right. Chopper, and Chopper
Yeah, NLE Chopper.
NLE Chopper got 3 wives money too to take care of all them goddamn chicks. But let him neglect one of them, he gonna have a damn problem on his hands. Who else got it? What's his name? Who built the city in Africa, in Senegal? What's his name?
Oh yeah, Akon.
Akon got a couple of wives. You think they're all goddamn bad. Now, I will tell you this, in Senegal, it's permitted, but you cannot live.
But he practiced it like they practice.
He practices in Africa. Okay, so in Africa, in Senegal, it's still very popular to have more than one wife. But he cannot live with her. And like Brother Patah said, the first wife has to pick the second and third wives. So in Africa, he doesn't live with neither one of them. But he has to provide everything equal for the wives that he has. Okay? Akon got enough money to do that.
Yeah. Let me see.
Okay, y'all. Well.
So, you was answering Jaleesa's question?
What? You can't get on the phone, boy. Gonna come in. Jalisa, trust me, Ken Abram is already a handful. I don't need no more. I already know that's right. All right, so any questions, y'all? Now, the new year is gonna be a good year. And if you all are thinking about starting business, don't procrastinate. Get it done. As we were saying last year, businesses were going to excuse me, you lost my train of thought. Business was going to manifest itself as soon as you start them.
Yeah.
Now, we're saying that we had a little interruption, which was COVID and people getting sick and people losing family members and all that. The new year, you're really going to see it manifest, okay? It's really going to start manifesting. Get ready.
And you know, a lot of people they manifested their businesses and stuff like that during 2020 anyway. A lot of people, once they were forced to quit their job, they found a lot of people were able to find new streams of revenue anyway.
We ain't never seen a post office so goddamn crowded in my life. The lines would be down the damn hallway.
My Scorpio Persia says that tornado in the Midwest was bad, destroyed everything. That's why y'all got to watch our predictions. We predicted that.
Y'all remember last week when we did the prediction, and the week before, and I told y'all we'll see tornadoes, we'll see hurricanes, we'll see weather that we're not used to seeing this time of the year. We ain't seen. There's gonna be some more coming, y'all. There's going to be some more coming. Don't stand and tell yourself. Chicago, watch out for a big snowstorm.
You hear that, Amati? Get your snow boots. Get your snow boots.
And I'm over here chowing down, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. And you think it's going to snow on Christmas? Will you not have a white Christmas? You will not have a white Christmas because Ross said he's shining his light bright for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, they've been putting those. Y'all notice those X's all in the sky? It'll be hot. If it's hot, like the days that it's hot, go look outside and see how many X's you see in the sky. And then give it a couple of days. It may be cold the next day, or it's gonna be cold in a couple of days. But when you start seeing all them X's, it's either gonna rain to bring in the cold, or it's gonna snow. Just watch. If y'all had them warm days, start watching. Y'all gonna notice. Y'all gonna see y'all start seeing X's all over the sky, especially in the black neighborhoods.
Oh, I didn't shake it up. I didn't shake up.
Y'all gonna see it. Y'all see them X's all over the sky. Them chemtrails.
Anybody got any predictions? Anybody got any predictions? Y'all been paying attention to the politics? Y'all heard about Google? Google is making it mandatory for everybody who works at Google to get vaccinations.
How y'all think that's gonna fly?
What you think's gonna happen to Google, y'all? Ooh. What you think is gonna happen to Google? I'm a big kid spinning around in the chair. What you think is gonna happen to Google? Hey, BP Papo. How are you, BP Papo? Know all is well. So, they talking about, well, you got to get your vaccine. Listen to me, your vaccine. Oh, you're going to quit. Do you know how many people is going to lose their jobs? And you know how many businesses are going to close down because of it? See, for every action, there's a reaction. I'm going to say it again. For every action, there's a reaction. You evict the people, you lose money, right? You fire the people because of that, you lose money. You see how the rich is slowly but surely becoming poor? How they're being stripped of all their finances?
Yep.
They think they're all bad. You know, you doing all this shit. Oh, we're going to kick you out. We're going to throw you out. Okay. Some money is better than no money, right?
And your health as well. So it's better
right.
to have your health than
But what I'm talking about is
have
if you
that
put
money.
somebody on the street, it's a very good chance you might not rent. You know how many empty houses we see around here? These damn fools buying them up. You know, they done outbid us in every goddamn house we put up by buying a house cash.
Yeah.
We done did 10 contracts and they outbid us.
We had like really about 3 really nice houses, just beautiful, big, and somebody come and outbid us cash.
Yeah.
Cash. Every time.
But there was 10, and I'm not exaggerating. They came, oh, we're going to buy it cash. We're going to buy it cash. We're going to buy it cash. Now, guess what? You damn fools, you're going to be sitting down with empty goddamn houses.
Yeah, and actually we did a couple of videos on the houses, but we didn't put them out. But we did one that we got outbid on, and I'm gonna put it up just so y'all could see it. It was really nice. Everybody liked it, but we got outbid by like $20,000 on the house.
And honestly speaking,
it's not gonna be on this channel. It's gonna be on WUNAM and ADINKRA's clips. So y'all find that channel and subscribe to it.
all I'm going to say is, y'all, they're about to see their demise. They think they're bad and being greedy for money and doing all the shit they're doing. It's about to backfire on all of them. Watch when I tell you.
Peso said they did say this was the hottest December in the last few decades. I remember y'all predicting that.
You think we're going to see more extraterrestrials? Mars, Scorpio, Persia. They're right among us as we speak. As a matter of fact, it's crazy because I dreamt about them last night. I dreamt about the beings, and these beings look like beings that was from that movie where they was coming out the water, shedding their skin.
Oh,
You know that movie?
you talked about.
Yeah, but I dreamt about it last night.
Really?
So,
Cocoon.
cocoon. So I dreamt about some beings last night, but there's going to be more, and they're actually walking amongst us right now. There's going to be more exposure.
Exodus 666 says things will never be the same again.
Next to the, you ain't never lying. It's about to change. And like I said, we're going to see chaos for a little while. You know, everybody's on this conspiracy theory. Oh, we're going to go into concentration camps and this is going to happen and that's going to happen.
Peso says, I think the energy is forcing people to become independent because companies and CEOs are going to be purged like the meek slowly beginning to inherit the earth type shit. And that's right.
You know what's funny too? Y'all know the Waffle House will never goddamn close, right? You know the Waffle House closes early now?
The Waffle Houses,
Yeah, they're closing.
they close early.
Yeah.
Some days they don't even be open. So it's been a couple of times we got ready to go to the Waffle House and they run and shut the door talking about we closed. One day we with this lady. I don't know how long she had been there. She was like, "We ain't got no food. Just lying, making up all kind of shit." So we would go
So
to
they ain't got no food. I'm like, come on now. What do you see with this crypto trend for 2022? What do I see with crypto trend? I kind of see there's going to be a crash with the crypto.
Malicia
There's going to be a
Morel.
crash.
Peace, family.
Peace, Milicia.
A crash with the crypto.
I see there's going to be a crash with the crypto. I see the government is going to try to get involved.
They wanted to crash.
Yeah, but I see it'll come back, though. It's going to come back. The pandemic causing celebrities to get real. You ain't never lying. I seen a couple of celebrities getting jobs nowadays. Yep. What's it say?
Said the numbers in this time space is running out. Hold on.
Now is for a cosmic reset on planetary domain. Timeline warfare is running back amok. The pandemic causing celebrities to get regular jobs. Harold Goodridge.
Long time no see.
Long time no see, but you know what? I'm going to tell you like this. You're saying war? There is a war going on because, you know, did y'all look at when those tornadoes hit in Kentucky? Did y'all see the real spaceships behind there fighting? You okay?
Yeah, man.
Did y'all see the spaceships fighting? Did y'all see them fighting? Because behind it, they showed it on the news. It didn't look like thunder. It didn't look like a tornado. It looked like some
It said it was
stuff
lightning,
fighting.
but it wasn't lightning.
Nah, it wasn't no lightning. It was something else. It was war, spiritual war. I mean, cosmic war. Ships fighting with the Navy. And who's in the Air Force?
Talib Soul says, "What do you see with Biden? Is he going to step down soon?"
What you see, Brother ADINKRA?
I don't see he going to step down soon.
Biden is a serpent alien.
Y'all
Look at his
I was
head.
just gonna say, y'all ever look at his black ass eyes?
His eyes are black and his forehead looks like it's plastic. He's an alien, a serpent being.
It
That's
look like
what
he got a
is.
mask on.
It does look like he got a mask on. But he's a serpent. He's a damn serpent being. That's what Biden is. BP Papa, what you talking about? What the F, where you at, bro? What you talking about, BP? Are you talking about the topic, divine feminine energy rising? That's what you talking about, BP? 'Cause don't start no shit, because you know we can shut you down with just the words we say out of our mouth. Don't start no shit today, BP Papa. Yep, so, okay.
Hold on.
Not many investments in Hollywood.
The pandemic is causing celebrities to get regular jobs.
She said, you already read that.
Nah, I didn't see that. I read it, but I didn't
You
see
know,
it.
a lot of the celebrities get regular jobs now because they ain't getting no TV shows. They ain't getting no money from doing stuff like that.
So they doing YouTube
YouTube, yup. Everybody, all the celebrities got YouTube now.
and Clubhouse and stuff like that.
Yup.
Um,
Travis Scott's gonna get a job because he's getting sued for $2 billion.
My grandson said Travis Scott gonna have to get a job because he getting sued for $2 billion.
Him and Drake. And
Oh, well. At the end of the
They
day,
can
y'all,
split it.
it's just time for the people with the money to get stripped of that money. You hear what I'm saying? You can't have all that money and not share it and help your fellow Americans out or your fellow earthly beings out. How you enjoying all the goddamn money and people out here homeless for no food?
Next to this 66 says people waiting for prescriptions to be filled because no truck deliveries, hustles held back, and things. Shit, that's what's gonna make people go to them natural remedies. They're gonna start having to figure it out. Like back in the day, in the 40s and 50s, when we couldn't afford that, they was getting them herbs and stuff like that.
Remember grandmother used to go on the tree in the back and say, let me get you some penicillin off this tree. You know what I mean? That's what indigenous healers are here. That's what we're setting up to get ready. Get ready, y'all. You're going to have to know which plants and which plant. You're going to talk to the trees. Y'all don't want to hug a tree. I've been telling y'all to hug a tree for years. But you get out there, hug a tree, talk to a plant, talk to a leaf. So you can have a relationship with a leaf.
One of our clients called and said, "Man, today I actually hugged a tree and it felt good."
Yeah, he said it. It felt so good. You better connect. We've been telling y'all. Okay.
Back to the
The
roots.
cosmic
That's
beings,
right.
the ancients and the ancestors. They said years ago, remember I told you, ground yourself. They said for us to do a week of greens, nothing but greens. We did a show that was about 3 years ago. They said ground yourself, take off your shoes, take off your socks, and walk on the earth, walk on the dirt. Ground yourself. Connect yourself back with the very thing that you're a part of.
Peso says, "Yep, celebrities getting YouTube channels trying to hog all the people's attention."
Well, they better sit their asses down somewhere, goddamn it. Y'all had y'all 15 minutes of goddamn fame. Give us our damn 15 minutes of fame. Trying to hog up the goddamn internet. But you know what I like about it? Don't get it confused. A lot of celebrities are becoming spiritual.
Yeah.
But what they have to do, they have to understand now is you are part of the regular world. You had a little bit more exposure. You're just another star in the goddamn cosmos. Don't mean you better than somebody. Just mean you got a little bit more exposure. But now what's happening is you're forced to bring it way back down here to the earthly realm. And on the earthly realm, you were treated regular. I read for a lot of celebrities, family. I can't say their names, but at the end of the day, I read for a lot of them. And at the end of the day, I treated them just like I would treat any normal person. I don't give a goddamn how many books you got and who you think you are. I don't care if you was Denzel Washington himself. I treated you the same way. I would charge the same price. And that's what I would do. At the end of the day, I never treated celebrities bigger than they were when it came to the spiritual stuff. So when I read for you, I read for you. Oh, well, you heard. No, I'm not here to talk about what book you wrote or what TV show you got. I'm here to read for you. How can I help you? Oh, well, I know who you are. Yeah, I would treat celebrities like that. I would never treat them because they were all stars. To me, they're regular people. And a lot of the celebrities also going through spiritual transformations too.
Yeah.
A lot of them, what y'all don't know, is in the background coming to us to get spiritual work and do spiritual work for them. So at the end of the day, they regular people just like us. There's more exposure. And now they're being forced to come down to the real world, where you have to be merged with your fellow earthling human being, okay? And you're going to have to do what we did. It is what it is.
You gotta be regular.
What's going on Facebook? Y'all ain't saying much tonight. Y'all falling asleep behind the screen. You're tired. You ain't got no questions, BP Papa. And if you have some questions, y'all know how Facebook do. They skip over shit. Because every time I get off of here, I'll see something I pass. And I didn't see that question while we was talking. And there'll be all kind of questions I done missed. So if you ask me something, you say, type it again in Facebook. What happened? What was somebody saying YouTube?
My Scorpio Purchase says every week on Google News, rappers been dying. I think because of the low frequency, it's killing them. What you think about that, WUNAM?
You know, I think some of it's fake. I think some of it's real and some of it's fake to keep you focused on what's going on, to focus on them opposed to what's going on in the background. My 3-year-old grandson is talking to trees, squirrels, birds, sun, and now he's trying to figure it out the moon. That generation right there is the ones who really got a connection, even more than we do. Mm-hmm. That generation right there, from the ages all the way from, I'm going to say, 0 just born babies to a baby about, I would say, 13 years old. This is a new generation. They're the ones who are going to make the change in this world.
I was just talking to my cousin a couple of hours ago, and she had got out the hospital and she was talking about her grandbaby. And her mother had passed last year, and she said they were riding. She came from the hospital, and they were riding, and the grandbaby said, "There go Grandma." And my cousin was like, "Don't you start that shit right now." She's just like,
you got to tell her story.
No, because she had just got out the hospital, but she was like,
said her mother
came to her and asked her, was she ready to
go with her or stay with her children?
Was she ready to go with her or stay with her, go back home to her children? And she was like, "Shit, I'm going back home to my kids." So when her grandbaby said, "There go Grandma," she was like, "Don't you start that bullshit right now."
Well, Kim, I'm gonna make up. I gotta find a new name because it's the rainbow children, the indigo children, but there's a new set of children coming in. I gotta go to Spirit on this one and see if they give me a name for the new set of children coming in.
I know these teenagers, right? These teenagers from 16 to 25, they a different breed. They're
disrespectful goddamn breed. Different breed. They're disrespectful.
They ain't scared of nothing. They ain't scared of the police. You know, I remember in the conscious community, we used to say, "Oh man, y'all won't do nothing to a police. Y'all won't do that, man." Every day I turn on the TV, these kids is killing cops. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Just throwing away their lives.
I don't watch none of that shit because I don't want to see no negative shit. I don't watch the news like that. And if I do, it's just because I want to know the weather. Yeah. What's the question?
All right. Peso says, question, Nikki. Are women going to realize their power and influence the young girls more positively? Not going to lie, it seems like the young ones, period, is moving backwards.
Well, that's going to change in a few years to come. They're going to stop doing all this wild shit on YouTube and Instagram, showing their behinds to the cameras and showing their breasts and stripping. All of that is about to go away within the next couple of years. These women are going to start recognizing their power because they're going to become more spiritual. They're going through a transformation too. Everybody's going through it at their own time, but next few years, you're not going to see all that. You're not going to see women disrespecting themselves. Come on. "Oh, hey, bitch, how you doing?" Now, don't call me a bitch. I don't care if I'm your friend or not. We ain't doing that. We don't do those things. We don't do those things. Shit. No, I'm not your bitch. I'm just saying, a lot of that stuff is going to start changing. Women are going to be coming into the women not going backwards. That's just part of the end. We at the beginning of the end. So at the end, you're going to see chaos and bullshit and all kind of shit going on. But at the beginning, it's all going to start dying down. Women are going to start upholding their place like they're supposed to do, as the queens and the, you know what I mean, and the goddesses that they're supposed to be. It's going to happen slowly but surely, but it's going to happen.
And these young kids right now, man, every time we go to the store to get any supplies for spiritual work or anything, we see so many children, we see a lot of black kids becoming woke, and they ready to put in that work, man. It's going to be a whole different type of energy now, man, because these young kids, they ain't even scared to do spiritual work. When I was coming up, I was scared of that shit. I was like...
Well, that's because you was in Christianity, though.
I was scared.
Yeah, you was in Christianity. That's why. Let me see. Hello. What do you think, or what have you heard about global dilemma in Antarctica? What's going on in Antarctica? I haven't heard anything.
I know it's a
The
lot
ice
more.
is melting.
A lot of people are starting to try to move up there.
Do you see this cryptocurrency as part of the? Let me see, y'all.
And you know that's another thing. They say people don't live in Antarctica. That's not true. People do live in Antarctica, and it's just not government facilities. It's just certain parts they don't show you in there.
Amate, they're trying to do that. They're trying to do it for the simple fact that they got goddamn Bitcoin machines in the gas stations now.
Mm-hmm.
They got Bitcoin, so they're trying to make this a cashless society. But I don't think they should do that, and I don't think they should do that because when the computer system gets hacked and their robots and their computers and their cash registers and everything and the bank machines and all that shit shuts down, they're gonna be in a world of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
A world of trouble, y'all.
I can't wait for them to make them those cars though, those electric cars, because a lot of these electric cars, they're gonna
Dark
it's gonna
agents
be a
called
problem
down there in the gated
for these
world
gas
planets
these
and
these
planets.
oil companies and these gas companies.
Dark agents are called down there to Antarctica, getting booted off a planet to cleanse Terra. Really? She is a really, really spicy Mexican dish. Can barely taste or feel the heat. By Earth Alliance or Galactical Councils. So wait, hold on. So what are they doing? What's going on? What exactly are they doing, BP Papo? What are they doing? Any questions on YouTube?
No. Let me see. Nah, no questions. Come on, y'all, put some questions in the chat. It's enough for y'all on here.
What, Pastor? They embrace that demon, that shit.
Yeah,
way too easy?
they embrace that demon shit. He's talking about the rappers, cause the rappers they talk about like when they talk about they're gonna go do a drive by, kill somebody, they say it's demon time.
Shit. And demon time my ass is gonna be fucking. It's gonna be goddamn grave time for their asses. Grave time and jail time. Demon time. You go ahead and go do a drive by. Talk about demon time.
And you know, I think either this shit is fake, with these rappers doing all this stuff about these drive-bys and all this shit, and they getting out and being in public because it lets the young kids think they could get away with this shit.
Yeah, but they're setting the young kids up to die. That's their way of trying to depopulate children off the fucking earth. They better be careful.
That's why they let
It's
rappers
some
do
bullshit.
what they do.
They let them do what they do. And at the end of the day, y'all mothers better get a hold of your children. And y'all better save their goddamn souls because they're trying to take your kids' souls. And you better save your souls. You better save their souls. That's all I'm going to tell y'all. I don't give a goddamn. Whatever you do, make some spiritual baths to them, give them some damn spiritual medicine, but save your children, so keep them off the goddamn internet where they're showing all this perverted shit going on the internet. These kids are being exposed to everything. Watch your kids. Take away their goddamn phones. Take them out of there because they're trying to take your kids' souls. Don't say I didn't tell you so. They're literally trying to suck them out, and they're trying to exchange their souls for souls of demons. And if you don't know how to deal with demons, you better learn how. You whip them out of their asses. That's what you do. Shit. I'm not playing. Go outside and get you some goddamn bushes of a tree. Concoct your own goddamn herbal bath. Pray over that bitch for 15, 20 minutes. Get them bushes and start beating the shit out of your kid with them. And tell every demon to get out their goddamn body. And you demand every demon out of their body. That's what you do.
That's what they was doing back in the day when they would whoop you with a switch.
Nah, that's different.
Put them leaves on
That's a little different. That's a little different. You have to make an herbal. You get the herbs. You see, this is where you can study. You don't have to be indigenous to healer to know this. There's certain herbs that do certain things. There's many plants and leaves that do many, many things. They remove demons. Demons are shudder when they hear these eucalyptus or camphor. Demons don't like those right there. You make a little pail of that, some eucalyptus leaves, some camphor. You put them leaves, you soak them in there, and you get your child and you whip him all over his body with that. Whip him all over his body. I mean whip him like you're whipping him with a switch, but taking the leaves and you're demanding the spirits out of his body. And the smell of the camphor and the eucalyptus will make the demon flee. Then you take fire, you take alcohol, and you take fire, and you hit him on the bottom of the feet. And you pull the demons out with the fire at the bottom of his feet. Get them demons out of your kids because they're trying to take the souls of your children.
Okay. Peso says, what type of protection to get for our kids?
Come here, Terrell. Come here. I want you to let me show you. Get over here. I'm gonna show you Peso. I'm gonna show you my grandson.
Hold on.
Come around this way. This way.
Oh, okay.
Come right here. No, you come right here. Come here. This is my grandson, y'all. You see this right here? He's 13. He just turned 13. You see this right here? This is his protection. He don't take it. Don't take it off. He leaves this on. He only takes it off. He just woke up, y'all, when he has a shower. That's the type of protection you need. Y'all seen that? All of my grandkids have it. All I'm having, and y'all see all this, right? And there's some more under here.
Yeah, all the kids got protection. We don't play that.
So if you want protection, we have what we call the Bukulu protection piece of the WUNAM beads. If you want them, you let us know. You can get it on the website.
And this is a fun fact for y'all. Those who do spiritual work and y'all have children, and y'all might have to do something for a client, and somebody may be like, okay, I see that this person did that, and they start trying to fight you spiritually, and they send shit at you. If you protect it, why wouldn't you protect your kids? Because we've had lots of readings. We've done lots of readings where people have put protection on them, and then they didn't have protection for their kids or their grandkids or their daughters, and that energy will hit the kids because they're not protected. Y'all have to protect everybody in your household, especially if you're doing spiritual work.
That's right. All right, family. Yep. Okay, those switches work like a cancer. Yeah, they sure did work. Shoot. But I'm talking about if y'all get a branch, you got to break off a branch. Ask permission from the tree first, and there's a spiritual reasoning for that. So you want to leave the trees on, and then you get the child, and you can make them strip down to maybe a little, if it's a girl bathing suit or something like that, and you put them leaves inside of that water with the eucalyptus and the camphor and the different type of leaves. Make sure you pray over it, and then you beat the child with it all over their body. Not hard. You don't beat them with it like that, but I was exaggerating. But you wash them with the leaves like a brush, okay? So you're washing their body. You're sweeping that demon out of them. You're sweeping that bad energy out of them. With the fire, you're doing it at their feet with the fire as well.
Next to this 66 says, could we use rocks for currency or what? If people will take it, it just depend on people if they see any value in it. They might. I see, people may be able to use crystals and shit like
rocks?
that. Yeah.
Shit, it might
like
come
if
to
if the system crashed.
You go back to the old way of using carry shells. In Africa, you use carry shells. This was your money.
Marscorpio Purchase says, I heard the rich pay people like Snoop Dogg and rappers to perform in urban areas. Isn't that something? That may be true to a certain extent, but most of Snoop Dogg fans are white. I was watching him on another podcast, a Joe Rogan podcast, and they were showing his performances, and Snoop had like 500,000 people, and you didn't see no black people in that crowd. Like all his biggest concerts, I was like, damn. And some of a lot of these places was here in the U.S., not overseas. So
why are they paying them to perform in urban places?
He's saying because he's saying is because of the energy and the music the energy he bring when he to the urban.
Let me tell y'all something. They better be careful with the shit that they're doing. Mark my words and don't say I didn't tell y'all so. If they don't stop trying to do things to black people the way that they've been doing them and all the evil and unrighteous things where they're using different things y'all say they like to use, mind control tools, this one, that one to control. If they don't stop using frequencies and stuff,
but see, a lot of that stuff done already backfired on them. That's why you got white kids gang banging. You got white kids that are being Crips and all of the Bloods and all of this stuff, and getting on the internet showing their guns and shooting people and committing crimes now. So, you know, maybe we switching places.
Well, they ain't seen nothing yet. And the rich people paying them, they're about to be stripped of their money too. Because if they're paying them for any other reason than to give back to the community, I feel sorry for them.
Because you know, a lot of times those concerts, can spill over into violence. That's why they say that. You know.
I heard okay. All right, any other questions, family? Any other questions before we get off of here? Let me see. We over our hour shit. We got 15 more minutes. Y'all got us. Ask away. Y'all got us 15 more minutes. 1 hour and 30 minutes, 15
See?
more minutes. Ask away.
Yep, the Island Boys.
What?
Yeah, you say the Island Boys. Yeah, rap groups like that.
Who's that?
The baby.
Oh.
And you know, it's crazy because it seemed like that movie, Baby Boy, it still rings true today. You know, at the beginning of Baby Boy, when they say the black man has been taught to think of himself as a little boy, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, they say what do he call his woman? You know, he calls her mama or his baby mama or whatever, and he calls his house a crib and all of that stuff. And it just it's crazy because and he calls his friends his boys. And so it's just crazy because these rappers, they grown men and they call themselves little baby or they call themselves the baby. And it just be like, damn, it's little something, a young this, a little this, a young that. And so a lot of this stuff still rings true.
You know, they programmed and socialized. That's what's going on with the black man. But they're coming out of that too because the black men are spiritual too. What are you doing? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Well, why are you doing that? Don't copy him. You always be a leader. You don't copy. You be the leader. You don't lead. You don't follow. What does this mean, y'all? Little baby is doing this on a video. What does that mean, y'all? Oh, the baby.
He's doing this.
The hell does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just copy.
Sounds like it looks like a subliminal message to me, like they're putting guns up to their head. Let me find out. I will not tolerate it. I will not have it, and I will fight to end it by any means necessary. Shit.
Gonna fight the baby.
Oh,
I'll
God.
fight the goddamn baby too if he do that shit to my grandchild. I'll fight his ass too. I'm teaching you how to put some goddamn fingers up your head like some guns. Shit.
It's me.
Me, my ass. With guns to your head? Shit, I'll fight him too. I'll fight him and his whole goddamn family. Putting that shit out there on the internet like that. Brainwashing these baby boys.
Why are you gonna do that? Little baby does it.
I don't care who little baby. I don't care who King Dwarf, whoever the hell this dwarf is, that dwarf is. I don't give a goddamn. King Von, poor thing, he's gone now too. At the end of the day, I'm with Charleston White, y'all. These niggas need to get their asses straight. It is what it is. They out here killing each other. They do more killing than anybody else does amongst each other. They dying and killing and think it's cool to shoot this one, that one, shoot this one, that. It's not cool. That shit ain't cool. It don't look cool for you to have a gun in your hand. It don't look cool for you to have props and money in your hand. The hell you? What's wrong with your asses?
Trying to get a little dirt killed because they keep telling him to slide for King Von.
Yeah, well, look here. I don't want to hear that stuff, and I don't want you watching it. I don't care about nothing about Little Dirk, nothing. They better get the hell away from you with that shit.
He said it means suicide.
See what I'm saying? So you don't even know what it means. See? You doing something. See?
They making black kids embrace the emo culture, the emo culture of suicide.
You see what I'm saying? That's some goddamn ridiculous. You see what that mean? You know what suicide mean?
He know what it mean.
You know what suicide mean? Making you want to kill yourself. You want to kill yourself? Exactly. You love yourself. See, take that shit off my computer anyway right now. Take that shit off of there. Take that picture off of there and everything else.
It's off.
You better be. I don't want that shit on there. See what I'm saying? Subliminally. That's why I said, mothers, save your children's soul. Because they're trying to take their goddamn souls. Shit.
My Scorpio Purge says, is there some kind of portal in the Midwest? The Midwest seems to have the worst crimes. Shit, I don't know. Shit, maybe, I don't know. I don't know
I
about
know
the
there's
worst.
a portal in Arizona. I know there's a portal in Arizona. And Chicago, there's a very, very dark, I don't want to use the word dark because you know this, everything dark is bad. There's a very, very, very cloudy,
Heavy.
heavy energy in Chicago. Nothing. All I see is souls on the street of Chicago. All I see is souls. When we went to Louisiana, y'all, we went 2 times. The first time we went, we was passing through. Second time we went to film the TV show Married to Medicine. We was there for the weekend, and we was walking down the French Quarters, and I can hear the cries of the people. I can feel the pain of the people. I can hear the babies crying and the elders crying. And I'm not exaggerating. He'll tell you. I was feeling the energy so strong in the French Quarters of that Hurricane Katrina. And it was making me angry, making me very angry. And that night, I told him, I said, a tornado needs to come blow through this bitch. Well, I'm telling you, I was like mad about it because I'm empathic, so I was picking up the energy of the, all these souls that was crying out for help. While we get back to the hotel that night, on the news, they had a tornado warning. Tornado warning. A watch. It was a watch.
It hit after we left.
After we left, it hit. But when I tell you I was walking down that street, and this is why y'all got to mind the divine feminine energy, because you watch what you goddamn say. But I was angry because I can feel the pain of our people crying and calling out for help. The kids screaming. Bring a tornado through this whole fucking French Quarters and shut it down. Yeah.
God damn.
Y'all should check out the TV series La Brea. It's about the earth opening up and making massive manholes that leads to portals that takes people back to 10,000 BC. Really? What is it on Netflix, Ken? I want to go watch it when we get off of here. What is it on Netflix? I'll watch it. It's called La Brea. Is it on Netflix? Let me know. I'll watch it. But anyway, family, yeah, there's a couple of portals. I know there's one in Arizona. There's a couple of portals in New York too. Chicago. I'm seeing there's some portals there too.
It's supposed to be one in Detroit, like in Michigan somewhere. Up there.
Yeah. BP Papa, you said Netflix? Can you watch it on Peacock? All right.
What's the name of it?
I'm not surprised though. They're gonna have
La Brea?
more La Brea. They're gonna have more. They're going to have more sinkholes. That's another thing. We're gonna see some more weather come down. Y'all gonna see some crazy stuff. It's gonna be an earthquake somewhere. I see another earthquake not too far away. What you hearing? What you talking about, Long Island, BP Papa? What you doing? All right, y'all. Y'all got some more questions before we head off of here? We gave y'all an hour and a half of our time. I hope you enjoyed the topic. Be careful of offending the divine feminine energy, whether it's your mother, your sister, your grandmother, Mother Earth. Let me say it again. Mother Earth offending her, burning her up, littering on her, kicking her, tearing down her trees. Be careful of offending the divine feminine energy. Even feminine animals, dogs, cats. Be very careful. Any more questions, family?
Damn, look at that.
What you doing over here, Brother ADINKRA?
It did that. I was trying to copy and paste it, and it did all this shit.
Yeah,
You see that?
Yeah. So, if you don't have no more, what's Montauk And BP Papa, you live in Long Island?
Montauk.
Vortex, their Aboriginal and government experiments done with the kids ended in early 1880s. Oh, I think I heard of that. Y'all.
What?
Montauk.
Uh-oh.
All right, so we don't have more questions on YouTube because y'all see I'm getting tired now. God damn it.
So just remember, family, if y'all want to book any readings or get any spiritual work done or any products, go to WUNAM WUNAM Once you pay for your reading, you must call and book a time.
And Kichi and Keche Lane, you late. But
Hey.
thank you again for your donation as well.
Hey, cuz.
Thank you. All right, family. So no more questions. If y'all don't got much more questions, we could bounce up out of here.
No questions on YouTube. I always ask questions right when we getting out of here. Y'all got
BP.
any more questions, YouTube?
I mean, ain't nothing that happening. DNA mining techniques. The junk DNA is opening up. It's opening up. It's reactivating. All of that DNA that you thought that was just junk is opening up. So it's not going to be so easily to use mind techniques of programming on that DNA right there. Engineered by the Anunnaki.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't happening.
Yeah.
So all them DNA mind techniques they think they doing now, because the junk DNA is saying, we about to rise up and open up. And it's a wrap for y'all.
That's why they got them.
What?
That's why they use the nanoparticles on people.
You know, how many of y'all, excuse me y'all, I'm tired. How many of y'all think that nanoparticles are going to survive in the human body? How long are they supposed to survive in the human body? Somebody tell me. How long before we go?
I don't know. When they first started putting them in, from what I researched and read, the longest I've ever heard was 30 days. I don't know if it can last longer than that because they got little vitamins that they created that you can ingest, and it'll stay in your system, and then it'll release every 24 hours or every 12 hours, so you don't have to remember to take it. But I don't think that was the technology it was working on. I don't think it worked. I think they had to take it outside the body and put it, on your arm or something. No.
BP Papo, send me the video. I'm going to watch it when we get off. I want to see what's going on in Antarctica. The human body starts to reject foreign objects after a period of time. Exactly,
Yep.
Ken. So do you really think it's going to last for a long time, nanoparticles in your body? And especially because the human body's going... All right, let me ask a bit of
Maybe
this
that's
question.
why people are shedding.
Ladies, have you been having yeast infections? Have you been having your hair coming out? I'm getting a lot of women talking about that. They're getting hair falling out and yeast infections. Have you all been going through that lately? And don't be ashamed because if y'all feel like it's private, but it's important because the feminine body, the feminine energy, the body is changing. So everything's going through a transformation. I had a few women talk about their hair shedding, they're having yeast infections. Like, really. And they're thinking there's something wrong, like they got a disease, and it's not. It's part of the body going through a transformation.
Your body probably just trying to tell them to stop eating so much starch and sugar. My Scorpio says, how long is COVID going to stay?
My Scorpio, I think you missed it when I said it earlier. I keep seeing like by the beginning of spring next year, it'll slowly but surely start dying down. And catch it. So your hair's coming out too? See what I'm saying? A couple of women are dealing with that.
Yeah.
Hair coming out, yeast infections, and it's the female body going through a transformation.
And catch it, I always had more hair than you.
Smack his ass.
I'm just
Smack
kidding.
his ass and
I'm just
catch
kidding.
her.
I'm just kidding.
You ain't hear what he said? He said he always had more hair than you. Smack his ass. Want me to smack him for you?
She said yes. Oh, how could you do me like that, cuz?
Okay. Any other ladies been dealing with this type of energy? See? See? Because the women's body's changing. Okay, we got 1 minute left, y'all. I ain't calling y'all no more while we getting ready to get off. All right, YouTube, any questions, my sisters and brothers on YouTube?
Exodus 6:6 says, "Stop the chemicals in the weaves."
Next to the sisters, does this look like a weave to you?
A lot of people.
This ain't no weave. Y'all see all this gray hair on top? This is far from weave. I don't do the weave now. This all right here is gray
They're not
hair.
talking about you. He talking about the women.
Well, shit, that's not just because of that. I'm talking about women who got their real hair. This shit is starting to shed. You say nothing weave about this big mop of a mess. I ain't complaining. I still got my goddamn hair though. Shit.
All right, I guess that's it.
All right, family,
question.
since we ain't got no, wait a minute, hold on, can say, what one thing can do to help our immune system? Y'all need to start taking your vitamins. Take your vitamins on a regular basis. Do not forget, take your vitamins. As one of the ones we're taking now is vitamin D is very good.
MSM and vitamin C is good too for removing certain things that they put in the atmosphere out of your body too, and it's a detox. And it detoxes you, and it's got a lot of good qualities. You just can't overdo it when you first start taking.
I told y'all I wasn't gonna yawn one more time before we get off this thing. Yaro, I got some right there on the little nightstand, y'all.
Exodus 6:6 says, "Your hair is full, no doubt."
It sure is, and I don't like doing my hair, but I'm thankful that I got it done. Let me shut up. I don't say nothing because I got a head full of goddamn shit. But I could be bald headed, so let me shut up. But at the end of the day, it's still shedding. It's shedding, you know?
Yeah, you want to get out of here? Or you want to
Yeah.
right to
No, that's it. No more questions? All right.
No more questions.
All right, family. We ain't got no more questions. But if you want us to come on tomorrow or Saturday talk about something, let us know. Hit us up inbox. If you want to talk about something, you let us know, okay? And don't forget, my brothers, be very careful of offending the feminine energy. Do not offend the feminine energy, okay? Embrace her, love her, and make sure in this time, right now, while we're going through the spiritual transformation, that you uplift and uphold and make sure you treat the feminine energy right. Because if you don't, I feel sorry for your ass. Have a good night, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the Spiritual Vault. I'm WUNAM, a.k.a. Nikki Love, your African Indigenous Traditional Healer.
And I'm Brother ADINKRA, your African Indigenous Traditional Healer. Peace
Blessings,
and blessings.
family.